Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how I remove my front fork and rear suspension in the back because Friday I will go to Joachim and get some service on my suspensions before the season started. So follow me and I show you how I do. Okay guys, we start to remove all the fairings. I will start from the bottom and up. So let's start it. Okay, we have a lot of stones in my lower part because we had some Happy New Year party with the bike for a couple of weeks ago. But I haven't cleaned the bike yet. But all my side parts and lower fairing is with 4 millimeters Allen key, and it's all fast spanners. And then we will remove, we see, and my top fairing is, from the beginning it was 2 of these ones, but when I crashed in Frobe I lost one in the crash. So now all the fairings is gone in the front, so we will remove the front wheel and loosen the brakes, and then we can start to remove the front fork. Okay, we're gonna start to cut off the wire system that we have locked the brake bolts. So we start to cut here. And this bolt is 14 millimeters. So no, it's 13. 13 millimeters is right. I'm sorry. Wrong of me. Now it's loose. Then we go to the other side, do the exactly the same thing. Cut off the wire system, and here I will do some updates to this season. I will show you guys later when I start build it together again. And then we need to loosen this Allen screws here. It's 6 millimeters. So just loose it because you have to clamp it together on the front axle. So loose it here. And then you take 24 millimeters Allen key, and this is a special one. And then the wheel is off. Okay, we need to remove the front fender, and it's with Torx. And if I remember right, it's T25 the Torx is. So we start with that, and here I have. And you can change this screw to other screws than Torx. I just have the original ones left. But on the right side I have dropped one of these torques, so I have replaced it with a Allen key screw. And normally when I have removed something, I put the screws back so I know where they belong. And like you can see here is the Allen key screw. I hate when it's different screws, but I lose one of these torques in Frober when I crashed. So I took what I had. I take these screws and just a few laps. Like that. So the next step is you need to loosen this bracket here, because you have this traction control cable, and so you have this bracket so it cannot get stuck in something or touch the wheel and so on. And it's also T25, the bracket is tightened with on the inside. And here you can just lose a few laps so the bracket is loose. And then this traction control screw is T30. And be careful when you take this off so you don't crack it. So now the traction control cable is off and the brake calipers. And then I put this screw also back so I know where it belongs. That's how I do it. You can do how you want. And now we need to lower it because we need to loosen the handlebar. And it's 5mm Allen key up here. It's the same here, you just need to lose it a few laps. So now the handlebar is loose. We will take a measure here. Now we have painted with a pen, but it's important to take the dimensions so you know where it has to be. Now I have Joachim who has this in his notes. If I don't do it, we will know it anyway, but it's important for yourself so you know, so you don't put another dimension that shouldn't be there. So I take this and then I put it on a flat surface, and then you can see here we have 7mm, and you just take the dimension to this gold, because this is the front fork, this is just a cap, so the dimension is from this gold part, and it's 7mm. This clamp is with a Torx for T45. I thought it was T50, but it was 45. Normally I hate torque, but it's quite okay anyway. So now it's loosened there. Now we just need to loose here. There is T40. Now you just do like this, slowly. And look so you don't get any cable stuck in something. That's not good. So just put the handlebar there. And my transponder will be not allowed to have on the front fork this season. We must have it in the middle of the bike, so I will get a new spot for this one. It's the same, it's just take it off. So here's the transponder off. And there we have the first front suspension loose. Now we will do the same here on the other side. So the next step is to remove the rear wheel, and then we start remove the rear shock. Okay, now we will remove the rear wheel, and it's 34 millimeters. So I take this, put it on. I have moved the whole bike back, so we have the swing arm and the wheel in the air, because when we loosen the rear shock, it will sink down. Out with the axle. Loosen the chain, and here we will look for a new solution to this here. Now we will remove the rear shock, and it's 2 screws you will remove, and it's TX55, and you have one bolt or screw down here in the swing arm, and then we have the other one up here, and it's a little bit tricky to remove, but I will show you how I do this. So I start to loosen this one in the bottom. So I remove it, and then I have one hand on the swing arm, because when the screw is loose, the swing arm will sink, and you will see what's happened. So now it's loose. It doesn't sink so much, but it can be. But it's because this rear shock is going up. You see. Put one bolt there. Then I take this again, put it together, and then we lift it up. If you see here, I will show. Now you don't see the screw, but when I lift like this, it's coming down. Then it's easier to loosen this screw. And now I get some help to have the swing arm up. Took this. And then when you start getting the screw loose, you need to have a hand down here, so you don't drop the rear fork. Now I think I can remove the screw by my hands. So now the upper screw is off. Jag tror vi kan sänka syn. Vänta. Then you lower it, the swing arm, take this out this way. And here we have the rear fork. Now I need to clean it up a little bit before I go to Joachim. Otherwise he will be crazy on me because I don't have done my work after the races. But I don't know if I show you when I clean this, but I will clean it and I will show you before we go to Joachim how it looks. This is how I do it on my BMW S1000RR. It's around the same thing to do on different brands. I have my old Kawasaki. It's a little bit in the front fork, it's not so big difference, but in the rear it's more complicated on the Kawasaki because you need special tools and you need to remove a lot to take off the rear fork. This one is really easy, just 2 screws and up and down with the swing arm and then it's off. It was not so easy on the Kawasaki, I promise you. I have done it a couple of times and I hate it every time. But this is how it works on a BMW anyway.